We got somebody walking in. That's good.
All right, we're officially live. Welcome everybody to season 3, episode 18 of the Fantasy Guys. Like I said, we are officially live, ready to get the show on the road today. We should end up having a full house in the building. I believe we're gonna have AB Abraham join us, and when we have Tony join us as well. Tony's in the building. Usually AB doesn't show up this late, so we'll see if AB actually does show up or not. Hopefully he does. Tony Fahmi Hussein, shout out to Tony. Looking, what, the new outfit? Huh?
Clear eyes.
Oh, okay. Anyways, we're officially live. A lot to talk about today. You know, it's going to be discussions on top of discussions. You best believe we're going to dive into the Lions and Cowboys game and the controversial calls at the end of the game. We're going to break down all the games. It's Fantasy Football Championship Week. We got Jose versus Moti playing in the Fantasy Guys Championship League. And don't forget, we got Tayseer in the building, a.k.a. T-Mac, our guest today. He's in the building as well. So, we got a whole lineup for you today to discuss and go over. We're going to be talking some Miami Dolphins today because, T-Mac is a huge Dolphins fan. So we got to make sure that we cover the Dolphins a little more than we usually do. Hear what he has to say about the Dolphins. Let me just introduce everybody that's in the building. Like I said, you got Yusuf T. Tony just walked in. You got Mo T to the right of me. Of course, you got myself, Omar T. I already said T-Mac is in the building. And then to the left of him, you got Jose the Don Campbell. He said he had to make an appearance after yesterday's game. It's unacceptable, all right? So with that said, we're gonna even ask Coach Jose why he went for 2-3 straight times as well. A lot of things that were going on.
We love to gamble.
Yeah, we love it. Dan gambles, all right?
Dan gamble.
All right, with that said, first of all, be sure to follow us on all of our socials, all right? You got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under Oz Media. You can listen to the show later on Apple and Spotify podcasts under Oz Media. If you want to call in, you want to chime in, put your 2 cents in. The number is 313-306-1750. Again, 313-306-1750. Got to give a shout out to the sponsors: Balkan House, Juice Box, Qahwah House, BC Adhesives, Specialty Medical Center, Hanley International Academy, and Unique Coney Island. Shout out to Unique Coney Island. We're going to go ahead and give them the shout out first. Shout out to Sambo, Nate, and everybody over there at Unique Coney Island. And then we're going to just dive right into the Lions game. I ain't gonna lie, it was the LOL draft. I was looking forward to hearing what y'all have to say. Don't be surprised we don't talk about nothing about that today because of the fact that there's a lot to cover. Shout out to the Unique Coney Island, and then we're going to get the show on.
All right, Yusuf, I'm looking for a place for some unique food.
It sounds like you're trying to go to Unique Coney Island.
It sounds like you're right. Unique Coney Island is famous for their original unique pita, homemade chicken lemon rice, unique chicken qalaba, shawarma, gyro, and much more. They also now have a rewards program where every 100 points you get $7 off your next meal. They currently have 2 locations, one in Sterling Heights and one in downtown Detroit. So if you're looking for a place that has unique foods, be sure to stop by Unique Coney Island.
All right, guys, we're officially back. So right now, I'm posting a video that I had to just put together. It was like a 9-minute clip, Tony, of explaining the whole ending of the game.
I'm going to rant.
Because I didn't want to do it during the show because I didn't want to, take away from everybody that's going to be in the building today. I'm just going to say this quickly. There is a silver lining to what happened yesterday, and I do believe, I think Moti, I don't know, Tayseer, if you actually played on a team while you were growing up, on an organized team, but Moti, I know for sure, will tell you that when something like this happens, it will definitely bring you closer as a team than it does pull you apart. So there is definitely a silver lining in that. What I'm talking about is the Cowboys-Lions game and the controversial call that is. So definitely looking forward to hearing what these guys have to say. I'll start off with big bro Moti. Moti, the score was 20-19. Everything looked great. Taylor Decker caught a pass. We're screaming, we're yelling, we're shaking hands, and then we see some laundry on the field, and everything changed. What are your overall thoughts on the game, and then obviously the whole controversial call situation?
I am the type where I don't like reflect on a game over one play. You know what I'm saying? I know it was a big play. I know they missed it. I know stuff like this always happens in Dallas. As Lions fans, Dallas is like our kryptonite, right? Playing Dallas at Dallas. So with that being said, I'm actually a fan of the call. I'm a fan of going for 2. I remember Fahmi mentioned it yesterday at the den, and I was like, what? What is he talking about? And he's right. You know what I'm saying? I think it was the right play, or to go for it. But overall, man, let's look back at the game. You got the 2 crucial interceptions by Jared Goff. You got Lions running the ball with Jahmyr Gibbs instead of Montgomery on the short yardage. I look at those those type of plays. The Hutchinson sack, the fumble, and the guy was the 93 Pascal was just looking at the ball. He could have got it. And it would have been a change of possession. So I look at plays like that, the overall game. Even like a couple of times the field goals when Dan went for it. I'm a fan of Dan Campbell. I'm a fan of the calls he make. I think he's a great coach, man. I think he is what we need. You know what I'm saying? So let's not question his play calling. At least I'm not. But I look at the whole game. I look at the Derek Barnes. We talked about it earlier. The missed safety right there. I look at the whole game, and let's judge the whole game instead of that one play. Because you never want the refs to decide the game. You want to finish them off before any of that crazy stuff happens. And yeah, man. But as far as coming together, Lions are going to come together. You know what I'm saying? We do have confidence in our defense a little bit now, right? Offensively, it wasn't our best game, but overall, the Lions are going to have 3 defensive starters coming back. We're going to go to Minnesota and we're going to edib them.
No, it's Detroit.
We're home.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
We're gonna invite.
Oh, even better.
Yep.
Even better. They get to put a beat down on Minnesota and have that confidence going to the playoffs.
That's right.
Tony, what are your thoughts, man?
If I would have asked anybody, hey, it's going to be 2019 with the chance to either go for 2 or kick the extra point, all of us would have taken it. That means we would have held Dallas to 20 points. We would have done enough. I like the way they showed. I mean, to me, there's definitely a silver lining with the way they played. Yeah, they made mistakes, but they kind of overcame them, and they offset them by the defense making big plays. The 2 interceptions, you got to give, credit to that defense because those were amazing plays. It's not like, the ball was overthrown or whatever. Yeah, they could have been better throws, but the first one, they had the play read, so it would have been, busted up anyway, even if he catches it, right, running back. And then the second one, he dove for it.
It was a bad pass.
Huh?
It was a bad pass.
It was behind.
It was. I understand that there's going to be passes like it wasn't a great pass.
Even the Mitchell 2-point conversion.
Oh yeah, that
behind.
one. So the 2.1, after you don't get it, we were talking about, hey, let's just go for 2 to end the game. After you don't get that one, that was your best 2-point conversion call. You called it. It was successful, but you got robbed, right? Because you watch the replays, the guy's going like this, and then he runs out of that, little
Huddle.
Yeah, and Skipper is going in.
Jared Goff told him, go report.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, I mean, that's clear. The guy made a mistake, and he's just going to keep going. All I want is the mic. Maybe there's a player that's mic'd up that was nearby, or that I'm saying.
I know.
It could come out.
They're not going to show
where even Jared Goff, maybe if somebody in the huddle where he says, hey, 68, go report.
He
told him that.
He did? No, he did.
There's a mic.
Yeah, there's
a mic, for sure.
There is a mic, 100%.
All over the field is a mic.
So with that being said, after you got to kick the extra point.
Nope.
You got to take your chances and go to overtime at that point. I mean, and he did underthrow that, but guys, that is a tight end that's not really in the game a lot. That
barely
doesn't
could
come,
play. Yeah.
So I mean that all plays into it. But
I called it, by the way. I was like, watch out for James Mitchell.
Yeah, he did 100%.
Why did I say that?
flat.
No. Why I say that? Because if I was if I was an offense trying to confuse the defense,
Yep.
he's the least likely guy I'm throwing it to, just like the Decker.
Yeah.
The least likely guy. It's just about playing games, like I'm going to mention earlier. You playing games with the defense, and I thought the play to James Mitchell, if the throw was on point, it was a touchdown.
Yeah, for sure.
Or a 2-point conversion.
Listen, I'm just gonna quickly want to piggyback off what you were saying about damn, I don't know what was the last thing you were just mentioning about
Kick a field goal instead of
I
going
said
for
kick
2.
the extra point.
I don't know. I lost my thoughts. Tayseer, I'm gonna go ahead and dish it off to you now. Tayseer, what were your overall thoughts on just the game and how things went and how that ended?
I was very impressed that the Lions were in that game the whole game because, for me, the position they were in a very tough spot to win that game yesterday. They were coming off a road game in Minnesota, traveling to Dallas, winning the division, celebrating the division, celebrating Christmas, and the Cowboys coming off 2 losses. You would think that the Cowboys would blow out the Lions, plus with Jimmy Johnson going in to the Ring of Honor. But I was very impressed with the Lions, the way they played. About that play, the 2-point conversion, we see the ref looking at Skipper and then looking at Decker and nodding his head. A couple times throughout that game, Skipper, reported eligible. So that's why I would say that the ref made that mistake and thought it was...
Okay, hold on.
Decker.
Hold on. One thing, T-Mac. The guy's playing interior line. Anytime he reported eligible, he was going out. So by him being on the interior line, he was ineligible automatically.
Yeah, but
Who?
no,
Skipper.
I'm saying the guy just clearly made a mistake.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you could see him go up to Dallas, and if he said 70, he said 70.
I want to see, did he say 70? Why he said 70?
But but what shocked me the most is that Dan Campbell would go for 2 right after that flag. You're going for 2 from the 7-yard line.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean that's a tough call.
You know
That's a
what?
very tough call.
Hey, T-Mac, listen, I heard him yesterday, and he said, Dan Campbell said in the presser, he said, listen, I let the guys know when we got the ball at 1:45, right? I let them know that we're going to drive down the field, and we're going to score, and we're going for 2. Once you put that in somebody's mental,
It's over.
it's over.
You ain't changing
Not
this
He's
true.
room.
not committed.
Not true. I'm sorry.
Again,
committed.
Hey, Tone,
He already did it, though.
So what?
You
can do-
already went
if you
for
did-
2 and you were successful.
So you can do it again. So what's the problem?
Guys, it's very different when you're backed up another 5 yards. So, like, to me, if I'm on the offense, hey, I'm hyped. We're about to score and we're going to go for 2. But we were already successful in that. We did exactly what you said we were going to do.
Yep.
At that point, every player is going to understand, hey, we're backed up another 5 yards. Don't even make no sense. Bro, when they got in down near the goal line, when they couldn't convert, that's because now the defense, the field shrinks. So now you don't have all that field that you're working with. You have a 2-point conversion call for a reason.
And I know Mo was talking about the element of surprise with Mitchell, but man, that's the 3rd-string tight end trying to make that tough catch, man. I don't know if you throw him that ball.
So what
Jared Goff's. I'm sorry.
No, go
Jared
ahead.
Goff struggles throwing that way too. He threw the pick same
Yeah.
way. He struggles throwing that way too.
And then this is what I was gonna say about that's what I was gonna tell you, Tony. It was that the 2-point conversion. Yeah, after you don't get it, Moti is right though. Like he did have it in their head. They executed everything to get to that point. I know after that you should probably make that adjustment. Like I said, I probably would have kicked the extra point after that because it kind of like drained your whole team and everything. That play, like we're going crazy.
So you would be confident taking your team into overtime?
Yes,
Dreadful after that play. I would
Jose,
kill the game.
Because you know why? You know why, Jose? Because we outplayed them the whole game.
Yeah, but we couldn't stop
to me,
CeeDee
game
Lamb, though.
situations. You know why people go for 2 in those situations is because you're on the road. The crowd is making an impact.
Exactly.
And like you can't stop them.
But there
You
was
can't stop
24
it.
seconds left.
Because you can't stop
They
them.
had one timeout, by the way. Scott Van Pelt was wrong. He was saying like they
3
had 3
timeouts.
timeouts, 23
Yeah.
seconds. They had one timeout.
Yeah, they had one timeout.
They called the timeout
thought it was-
before the 2-point conversion.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they only had one more left. At the end of the day, we outplayed them from the beginning to the end. Go ahead.
Sorry, I don't know if they really outplayed them the whole game.
We shut their run
We
game.
doubled their rushing yards, but we scored, I think, 3 points within. It was 11 minutes left in the first quarter, and didn't score again till 4 minutes in the third quarter.
Let me ask you this question, Tayseer.
They were 4 for 13 on third downs. 2 of them on the first drive of the game. So for the rest of the whole game, they were 2 for 11 on third down.
After that game, who do you think felt better about the way that they executed and played?
Oh, the Lions, 100%.
Thank you. That's what I mean. Like, I think we played a better game. I'm not gonna say we played way better, but I do think that we played and executed our game plan better than the Dallas Cowboys did. And that's why at the end of the day, it's so draining, especially when we're at the 7-yard line. I would have hit the extra point. Now that we got the flag, maybe I'm reconsidering it just because we could extend the game. I mean, obviously, listen, I'm not going to question Dan Campbell. I'm going to take whatever has happened from him and then run with it. I'm just saying maybe like it did kind of drain you a little bit. But the fact that he told them that we're going to drive down the field and we're going to go for 2 and win the game, you gotta just do it. You gotta just do it. Jose, what are your thoughts, man? I mean, we didn't really get a chance to give you a chance.
I mean, just like everybody else discussed it. I mean, I don't disagree with anything Dan Campbell did. I love going for 2. I don't want that extra point. I want to end the game right there. Even though the penalty came, I still agreed with the 2 points. I wouldn't go for the field goal. I'm not going to drain my team's confidence and then say, you know what, guys, let's keep playing. No, it's after that flag, it is what it is. Go for it. Keep going for it. Even though we missed it, I really don't care. Like Moti said, you don't ever put the games in the ref's hands, so it doesn't matter. But I understand it from a coaching standpoint. I agree with them. Everything, it is what it is. We lost, and now it's funny. Even though we lost, I feel like we're even more confident in our team. So, like you said, if we would have won, we could have gotten too comfortable. We still would have probably never gotten the number 1 seed at this point because it was slim to. We would have matched any one of them. Eagles.
But we could have got the 2.
What would the 2 do for you?
What a playoff, two playoff games.
Second round home game, which is huge because we probably play the Eagles or somebody.
We could still have a second round home game.
So are you more confident in the Lions playing at home against the Eagles or on the road?
I'm not gonna lie to you,
I'm
Tony.
not scared about the
I ain't
Eagles.
gonna lie to
I'm
you,
not worried
Tony.
about the Eagles.
I know, Tony. I'm not saying that we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna say we're gonna make it to the NFC Championship. But I am not scared. The only team I think that
Niners
has a problem
only.
is the Niners.
That's it.
And the whole NFL.
And I'm not worried about anybody else.
Really?
Them and the
whole
Ravens.
NFL. I mean, Ravens too.
yeah.
I was gonna say you guys forgot the beat down.
We're not worried about
Ravens
the
is tough
AFC.
because they have a great defense too. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I am not worried about the Eagles, guys. The Eagles are
Yeah, me
so
too.
one-track minded, dude.
They're beatable.
They're very beatable, guys.
They almost.
Pause.
What?
They've been
Beatable?
struggling. They've been struggling
Hey,
a
man.
lot.
It's borderline.
But yeah.
Any other topics you want to discuss? Go ahead.
I
about this
see you
game.
guys all like Dan Campbell, man, but he scares me, guys.
Hey.
The fake punt yesterday.
Yup.
This was the second time this year he did that from
Inside the
25 or 30.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
no
am I
other
not-
coach has done that in the last 20 years. Only one time it's happened, guys.
That's
This
why.
guy,
That's why.
Hey, that's part
Man.
of why
That's
the
why we're
players
here, man.
love him, man.
That's why we're here.
But in big games, in the playoff games,
That's how you win
it's
them.
gonna matter,
He's
man.
gonna
And
continue doing
Hey,
it.
when it works, you're a genius.
But when
it doesn't, bro, Sean Payton kicked off right after halftime and did an onside
Hey,
kick.
that's crazy,
That's
Tony.
probably
He
got
just-
them.
he
I
just- we
said
just
that.
talked
We were
about
just
that. We
talking
just
about
talked
Good
about
job,
that.
Tony. Hey, give me some.
But like when in the playoffs, he's gonna go against Pete Carroll
Yep.
or Sean McVay
And
in
that's
the
how you
first
beat them.
round. He's gonna get out coached, man.
But not if you go for.
Hey, listen, St. Brown was quoted this week. They were talking about Dan Campbell, and he said that he has never been on a team that the coach motivated the players as Dan Campbell.
We got to call.
So Dan Campbell is motivating these guys. These guys will run through a brick wall for them.
To accept.
For him. So, with that being said, that's the confidence he builds in the players.
Yeah, for sure.
When he goes for it, the whole team is confident they're gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
No
another,
question.
thing, and another thing, we haven't had one player. I mean, I know this is like not normal to do, but we haven't had one player come out, one player and say that they're mad at
who's
Dan
this?
Campbell. We got Delaware Kadeem, who's Salt's brother.
Okay.
All right, so
he's Pepper.
He talks just as much
So-
smack as Salt, maybe even more. Kareem, talk to
More?
us. Yeah, maybe more.
I didn't know that was humanly possible.
It hurt my heart to see all y'all, my Muslim brothers over there lying to everybody on live, talking about y'all ain't scared of the Eagles.
Oh, that's
It
why.
hurt my heart.
That's what the phone call.
I didn't say that.
I ask Allah to forgive y'all, you know what I mean? Especially if y'all come to our town.
Listen,
You know we gonna spank y'all, man.
Kadeem, I know you.
You guys turned into the 08 Lions
Oh,
at after the touchdown. That's what happened, y'all. I asked Allah to turn you on to the 0-16 Lions from 08.
Listen.
And right in the clutch, man. Right when it mattered, right when it counted, you guys choked right on time.
How did we choke?
Because, man, you guys even though y'all got cheated that one play, man, y'all had two different tries after that. Y'all had the offsides by Micah.
All right.
She threw an interception. You know what I mean? Y'all lucky that it was offside. But
You guys are
You guys
still
had two
crying
chances.
about
Kick
the
the
holding
field
call,
goal, man.
You guys are still
the
crying
field
about the
goal.
holding call that was legit in the Super
kick
Bowl.
the field goal, Dan Campbell. Kick the field goal, man. Go into overtime.
Yup.
Listen, I mean, listen. We could sit here and we can talk about the stuff because it didn't happen. If he went for 2 and we got it, we'd be sitting here talking about he's the greatest coach on earth or something like
It
that.
wasn't meant to be, man. Y'all got screwed on that play to kick the field goal. Even after the second time when it was offside, y'all threw an interception. Kick the field goal, man. Go into overtime. I
Yeah.
like y'all chances, man. You guys were doing good.
Thank you. I mean, I agree that
Yeah.
we were looking pretty good, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I do want to say this though, Kareem, you are definitely
But thank
worried.
you guys, man. We got second place because, I was worried. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting worried.
See, that's the thing
And,
about it.
I
First of
was
all, you did
watching
not get
with
it
my
yet
boys.
because Cowboys are ahead of you guys. Slow down. Y'all better beat.
No, we're not. No, they're not. No, they're not.
I mean,
They're not.
currently
They're
they
game-
are.
they're
They got one
actually-
win. They got one win more than you right now. I'm just saying currently they're ahead
They
of
have
you guys.
one. No, they have one loss more than us.
No, they don't.
We're
Not
still-
yet. Not
Oh,
yet.
bro. I just got the updated.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
standings
I'm
today.
sorry. You're right.
You
You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. I apologize. You're right.
We're
Yeah.
second place because
Yeah.
And even if we lose today, we're gonna win the division. Even if we did lose,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can still lose one game because we got the tiebreaker.
Yeah, you're right.
We were just worried about you guys.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, y'all worried about us, all right?
Listen, let me ask you this question, Kareem. In all honesty, are you worried about the current state of the Philadelphia Eagles?
Nah, man. Of course not.
He'll
They're
never
bad
admit it.
games, bro.
He'll never admit
We're
it.
winning We're winning without playing our top football, man. When it comes to the clutch and everybody locks in the playoffs, you're gonna see last year's Eagles, and you guys gonna be like, they were saving it for the playoffs.
Oh, they
That's what
barely
happened.
beat the Giants.
Okay,
last
hold
week.
on. Okay, you ain't scared of us. Are you scared of the 49ers?
Nah, man, they
Oh
got
my
lucky. as
God.
hell.
See, now
He
this
said they
is
got lucky.
I guarantee you. Wait until we play them in the NFC Championship game. We're gonna wipe the floor with them this time, in their town. We're gonna beat them.
Alma says y'all not even making it to the conference finals.
No, we're making it to the Super Bowl again. This time, inshallah, we're gonna win it because I like our chances against the Ravens.
All right.
All right, we'll see, man.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate the call, Kareem. You know,
Appreciate
it's
it.
always
We
nice to
appreciate
hear you
all
guys.
the prayers and the forgiveness.
I love you. I love you guys and all that, man. I love all y'all. Good to see y'all. Y'all looking good and all that.
Appreciate you, Cuzzo.
All right,
And
inshallah.
hey, is Salt still?
Inshallah, we meet you on the playoffs.
Inshallah.
That'll be nice.
Inshallah, y'all, we meet you on the playoffs.
Hey, Kareem,
That'll be
I got a
scary.
quick question though. Before you leave, is Salt like still? Is he still banning Oz Media and the Fantasy guys, or is he tuned in too?
Yeah, he's over there sleeping on the couch, man. He ain't banning nothing. Man. He just knocked out.
He knocked out. He knocked out from
Reggie.
Abe Z. Abe Z had his number,
He's still
man.
dizzy from
Hey,
yesterday,
he's
man.
dizzy.
He was rooting for you guys.
Moti
He's
said.
still dizzy from yesterday. Man.
Moti said Reggie Miller, by the way.
All the time. All the time.
Yeah, all right, Kareem, man. Take it easy, man.
Yallah, I love you guys, man. Take care.
Appreciate you,
I'm
man.
going to continue watching.
All right, man. Yallah.
Bye-bye.
All right, I got to call Nader. He was calling me.
Yeah,
and-
back to that. The Eagles suck, man. I can't wait till we smash them.
Guys, I'm
make
telling
some
you,
turkey.
no, the Eagles are a threat, man.
I mean,
Oh.
obviously, they're number 2 seed, but I'm
Yeah,
not
I
scared
know,
of them.
Tony.
Though. You
I
know what
am.
I'm saying? You're worried about them?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I swear to you guys, I know you're gonna call me crazy. Tony said this line, and I was like, "Man, get out of here." But now it kind of makes sense. I'm more worried about the Rams than I am the Eagles, man.
I'm telling
worried
y'all,
about the
man.
Rams.
I do not
That
want to
being
see
worried
the
about
Rams,
them.
guys.
They've won
I
5
ain't
of
worried
the
about
last
nobody.
6 games.
I don't wanna see the Rams.
And their
I don't.
only loss was to Baltimore in Baltimore
In overtime.
in overtime. So I'm telling you guys, man, they're hot. They're you know, if the season started 6 weeks ago, they'd be the number 1 seed. You know, I mean, obviously it didn't, but I'm just throwing it out there. Like
I guess.
they're playing well, but I'm, you know, whatever.
Hey,
and
Devin,
then they got the
Devin-
receivers that'll kill us, man.
Exactly.
Guys, CeeDee Lamb. You guys see what CeeDee Lamb did to us yesterday?
Yeah.
And that-
Unbelievable.
They got
Half
2 of those
Yeah.
on their team. I feel like they got
Feels
2
like we got a
players.
problem all of a sudden.
But we ain't gonna look too far ahead. Like Moti said, you gotta play anybody that comes our way. We're at home. We should be able to beat them. Hopefully,
We're gonna have a better defense. So
just off the hypeness alone, I think it's gonna be great.
Well, I mean, the reality is our defense played, very good yesterday. They try to probably let just one guy can't beat us mentality, and let CD get his, right? And we had a chance to win the game, like I said.
What do you guys get? There was about probably 4 times or 5 times they ran it on 3rd down. Now they've been doing it all year, and when they get it, it looks nice, man. But what do you guys think about that?
Whenever he runs the
4
ball,
or 5 times,
whenever he runs the ball on 3rd, he's going for it on 4th.
Well,
That's why.
That's why.
Also, guys,
You just want to get a little bit as close as you can.
you know,
Make
if
it
you
easy.
guys, I was a fellow offensive lineman, so
Yeah, he was.
Shout out.
so
Shout out.
Cisco.
a lot of the running plays too. The tight end missed that block in the end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actually, a couple of them. So a lot of those were missed blocks from our side, and we were running it with Gibbs. To me, Gibbs can run between the tackles, but I'm putting Montgomery in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, Tayseer. I'm not gonna question nothing that they're doing. They've won
Ever.
us a division.
Ever.
Like that right
That's
now.
true.
Right now, it's like they can't do anything wrong. You know, for me to be upset, even if we lost the first playoff game, I would be mad, but not to the coaching staff. I would just be mad in general, obviously. But the coaching staff can't do anything wrong. I think they've done so much things right.
Yeah.
That it's gonna happen. 1 or 2 things are gonna happen, but this is what got us here. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those 3rd down runs, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I mean, I guarantee you, I know it's not all the time successful, but we're the most successful, I think, 3rd down running team.
and
This
on
time,
4th down.
Yeah, there's like a 3rd down and 7. We ran and we got 1st downs. Like, it's crazy. I would never thought about that as a coach, but it's been working, and so that's why.
And just look at how things, if like from a perspective of, let's say they went for it on 4th down and they didn't convert the first time. We're all sitting here questioning Dan Campbell and why he went for it, why the play call, why this. We're only looking at the silver lining because it was successful. They converted. We're ignoring all the mistakes they made throughout the game with the interceptions, but bro, if you're in, how many times are we looking at the Lions and they're getting held? There was an obvious pass interference on the one play before that with Amon-Ra.
St. Brown, yeah.
So, anytime anybody puts their hands in the air, you're watching offensive linemen, they're calling a flag. We didn't get no flags yesterday at all, on offense or on defense. So,
And you know what I like about Monroe, by the way? He don't even argue, man. He didn't even whine about it. He's just one
Nobody
of those guys,
does.
man.
That's our mentality.
Yeah, we I'm telling you guys, man, inshallah we go far because this team deserves it. It might not be this year. I don't know when it's going to be, but all this is going to I feel like it's going to come around, man. It's going to come around, man, because the country
why do you sound so sad?
Every analyst,
Fahmy.
every analyst, because
Sucks.
it happens to us every time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every analyst.
Tissue.
It's gonna be tough, man. That's why I said I'd do the video beforehand. I didn't want to get
Clear
emotional
throat.
right here. You know what I'm saying? Every analyst in the world is defending the Lions.
Yeah.
Van Pelt.
So what?
I
It is
love
what
the
it
way
is.
they were asking
Detroit
the
versus
questions.
everybody, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm
Keep that
saying?
mentality.
Man, they're doing a great job, man.
Oh, my man, who was it that was with him? Ryan Clark?
Clark.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he was giving us props the whole night.
Rex Ryan. I wish we could play the video. If you could send it to me, he was going hard on the referee.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Again, see, they got to figure this referee situation. Well, they're not gonna. But
guys, it happens to Detroit.
it happens to everybody.
It happened in the finals with Bill Lambier.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. Start Tony.
It happened with
Here we go.
freaking Galarraga.
All right.
It
Oh
It
my
happened
God.
with Dallas
Yeah.
the first time with Pettigrew,
Yeah.
and it's happening again.
Even before that, the Calvin Johnson rule.
And it happened
And Calvin Johnson.
and Fattest, my brother.
And the batted
Oh
ball.
my
like
God.
all the time, these refs, it's ridiculous. Like they miss these calls.
Even the Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary.
Yes, and
Remember
Fattest'
the face
3-point
mask.
The
shot.
face mask.
Yep.
He didn't hit us.
Crazy.
Even the Golden Tate, when he scored that
Fattest, my
touchdown,
brother.
they
The Golden
messed
State.
up.
Oh
And they
my
let
God.
they ran
Oh,
out 10
man.
seconds and ended the game. Man,
Bro,
How
they
do you
get
run
robbed.
10 seconds off?
How do you miss that 3-point
Hey.
shot? His foot was behind the line.
100%. Hey, they did that.
Crazy. I can't believe this.
Hey, they did that to
Detroit
LeBron.
versus everybody,
Yo,
guys.
They
Detroit
did it
versus-
to LeBron. They
did
did
it
it to LeBron last
Yeah,
night.
it's crazy, bro.
Hey,
funny.
DMC.
Hey, Photoshop Fattest' head on LeBron. I'm doing that for you.
Yeah.
All right,
should.
Guys, the future is bright for the Detroit Lions, man. They're going to be very good for the next 4 or 5
Brighter
years.
than
A
ever.
lot of young stars, man.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
You know, it's the best. You know what made me even after the loss. I'm pretty sure everybody had ESPN playing in the background, just depressed.
Yeah.
But Dan Campbell said it himself before the game. I went to the refs
Yes.
and told them about
Yep.
the situation.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how he's ready to the
He
teeth.
is, yeah.
Like the guy can't Don't worry
Listen,
about it, guys.
And by the way, I do want to say shout out to Dan Campbell and Jared Goff. They had every reason to go off.
Yep.
And
snap.
he snapped on a reporter.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
He apologized.
And then he apologized
right
right
after.
after.
Listen, Dan Campbell and Jared Goff, true professionals. Listen, we've been going hard on Jared Goff. I'm gonna be real with you guys. First of all, he's had another great year, and also he is one of those guys you want as a leader of your team. Don't get me wrong. I want to sign him. I want to re-sign him back on that money. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, you have.
I'm happy with the way he's carried himself too. Very professional. About the whole locker room. Like,
Yeah.
you know how easy it is to have that one guy that just goes off the rails and be that person. Like Taylor Decker was professional. Dan Skipper was professional. Jared Goff was professional. Dan Campbell was professional. This is not the normal Lions, guys. Let's be real right now, man. Yeah, man. Like, it's all about the culture change, man.
It kind of felt like the NFL sent their goons down there and told everybody, "Hey, watch what you say."
Yeah.
Oh,
Watch
I mean,
what you say.
100%. But Dan Campbell was chewing that gum so hard,
Yeah.
he didn't know where to put it. I felt like he was about to throw it at the reporter. And he was like, look at it. And then he put a whatever paper he had, he crumpled it up. I thought he was gonna throw it at him. And then I thought he was gonna take the podium and throw it at him. It's like,
Pick up the podium and throw it at the reporter.
Oh my God, that was
Frustration.
He has come a long way since his, bite the kneecaps and all that.
Hey,
but
baby.
listen, it was hype. But the guy has, let's give Coach Campbell like a lot of credit. He's advanced a lot when it comes to games.
Coach of the year.
I could see it.
Is he coach of the year?
I can see it now.
No.
I could see it now.
Why not?
Who?
Stefanski.
Harbaugh's the only one, I think.
Nah.
Who else?
Stefanski.
Real quick, guys.
Stefanski is a good one.
Stefanski is a good one, too.
He's not even winning his division.
Hey, Stefanski is a good
He's
one.
not winning his. Well, you're right.
Somebody just sent me this tweet. It says fallout from the Lions Cowboys ending. Brad Allen's referee crew is expected to be downgraded and out for the 2024 NFL playoffs.
There you go.
Let's get a round of applause for that.
Wow,
Yusuf.
wow.
They deserve that. They found them partying in the bus.
Ryan Clark did mention this. He was like, referees, they get basically like
free pass.
strike rules. No, they get strikes, and based on how many strikes you have, you don't get a chance to, do playoff games, officiate playoff games. My man, they just shut them down for the whole playoffs
That's
after
beautiful.
that call.
I ain't got to worry about
They
them
didn't even
bums.
give them a strike. They said, hey, y'all staying home for that one. That's crazy.
I want to see the audio. I want to hear the audio.
Somebody had Jared Goff is mic'd up.
The referee for sure
The
has audio.
center
Yeah.
is it the center mic'd up?
No, don't the Lions Den, that little network they have?
Yeah.
Nader Elite.
We got Nader Super Duper Nader Elite. We're gonna have it, and we're gonna answer his call. Probably talk about the Lions, and we're gonna move on. We're gonna move.
Unacceptable.
To
Unacceptable.
accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Nader Super Duper Elite, talk to us.
Omar?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay, all right, I know you guys are in the middle of a very good show so far. Who's on the show?
We got Jose.
Is my cousin there?
To be honest with you, I don't know why he's not. I thought he was gonna come. We talked about it, but he's probably busy. So we got Jose, T-Mac, Tony. By the way, Mo Malahi wanted to know your full legal name, T-Mac. I don't know. I didn't want to put you out there, but he was like, "What's your real name?"
No.
Everybody calls you T-Mac.
No.
Who wanted to know?
Mo Malahi.
Tayseer. My name is Tayseer Aljahmi.
We got Moti, myself, Yusuf, Tony's in the building. Your best friend Tony too.
Well, okay, I have a few questions. The first one is, if I'm in third place in both of the leagues, and Omar, both of the leagues I'm in,
Yeah.
do I get to go back to those leagues?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Nader. If you want the honest answer, the answer is no. Okay, because of the fact that we have to allow champions in the Fantasy Guys League. That's the one thing that we're gonna, so that we don't show no favoritism. That is, we're just gonna allow champions, and whoever wins it, they get a legit shot of being in there. But obviously, in the Champions League with BG and them, yes, I mean your spot doesn't get taken.
Okay, so everybody that's in the league that I'm in the fantasy, they're all champions of different leagues?
Yes. I mean, you got half the panel is the Fantasy Guys.
Yes.
And then the other half are all champions. But I view the Fantasy Guys as champions as well.
Aw.
Including Tony.
I'm a champion.
Wow, you're nice participation trophies.
Yeah.
We're all getting one.
I mean, just in general, you guys are champions in my heart. You know what I'm saying?
I needed the Fantasy Guys last week, and they weren't there for me. I don't think you had a show that day.
Yeah, that Monday
and
where he started Josh Jacobs.
That's why I lost.
And you know what? I'm gonna take full responsibility of that, Nader. I apologize on that behalf. You know what I'm saying? We have to be able to show up for our people. So that one is on me, Nader.
That was also a good show. So So did you guys talk about the Lions?
All day. We haven't stopped.
That's all we've been doing right now. You know?
Okay. So do you think he should have kicked the extra point?
You know, we got half the people
Did you guys
saying
talk
yes
about
here, other half was saying no. I mean, it's all like, you know, Dan Campbell. I mean, I'm sure you've been watching, and so
Yep.
he's just not that guy that is going to do probably what we expect him to do, and it is what it is. It got us to where we are today. I personally, like I said, would have kicked it after, like we, you know, all that ups and downs, roller coasters. You know, I would have probably just kicked it, but you know, I'm not mad at him for going for the two.
There was a lot of little things in that game. There was that Derek when he had the safety. He had the safety, and then there was also a hold on number 45. That was a straight up hold.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah, and then you got the Devin Cook. I don't know how he caught that one pass. Off to the sideline.
Yeah, that was.
And then he caught the other pass, and another pass right in the end zone. I mean, the Cook guy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, Nader. He's my boom Philly, so I was kind of happy that he got that.
Okay, yeah. Anybody have who had a
CeeDee Lamb?
Anybody have the yes? Who had him?
Tayseer did on his starting lineup for fantasy championship. So Tayseer was low key rooting for that situation behind the scenes.
Is he a new guy on the fantasy? This Tayseer guy?
T. Machiavelli is the new Nader according to Tony because he drafted.
T-Mac.
I said it, guys. I said it.
I didn't have CD Lamb.
T-Mac.
I really hope you.
I thought you said you did have CD Lamb.
No.
Oh, okay. My bad. It was
CMC.
That's time. We were watching the game.
T-Mac is finally on the right team in the LOL league.
There you go. There you go. Wow, Nader's actually.
He just has to, tell Fahmy, right? Fahmy's his, he's got to tell Fahmy to give him the ball because Fahmy will, he hesitates. Fahmy hesitates a lot before he passes.
Tony, any comments?
I have video proof. I'll probably be dropping it.
Any comments to who?
Stuttering. Your hesitation.
I don't talk about former players. This is a new. It's new. It's a new team. I don't talk about
Fahmy looked really good too on Friday, but he hesitates. I noticed that he hesitates before he passes.
Yeah.
And I think he just needs to throw the ball, man.
There you go.
I can teach him.
We have a new elite.
All right, so just real quick before I hang up, what other things are you guys going to discuss on the show today?
A lot of Miami Dolphins stuff coming up, just so that we could adhere to our wonderful guest here because he's a big Dolphins fan.
It's the game of the week.
And I'm actually surprised that he also said that, when he's been discussing Lions, he's been saying we. So I respect that Tayseer is actually
he does have a
fan
Lions
first.
hat on. Let's just.
And he has a Lions hat on too. So I'm actually happy because I thought he was coming here straight Miami. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I thought he was about to laugh.
He just likes
at
the
us.
vacation there.
I swear I was rooting for the Lions all year, man.
That's good, man.
Omar, real quick.
Yeah.
So I took this game last night. I took it as a test of if we're gonna go, if we're gonna,
Yep. A playoff game.
Advance in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you count yesterday as a Lions win? Do you think they can do some damage in the playoffs because of how they performed yesterday?
Yes. So I don't count it like as a win, obviously, because we lost, but I count it as a positive.
No. I'm saying I told I mentioned in the chat that this is a test.
Yeah. This is a huge positive step
It
forward.
could be a rematch
Yes.
in the playoffs.
Look, the way I look at it like this, number one, I think it was a bigger test for our defense because we know our offense can score and our defense passed the test. To me, it was a positive step forward for our overall team. Obviously, we didn't end up winning the game. It's crazy how we could feel great. Only us Lions fans could feel good about our team even after we lose. It's just weird how that happens often. But
Would
I'm happy with them.
Would Houston make a difference? Would Houston make a difference?
It's tough
when he
to
comes
say.
back,
It's tough to
I heard
say
he's
that.
coming back soon.
Yeah, but we got C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Isaiah Aleem McNeil, and James Houston coming back. 3 big players. So inshallah, we don't have no major injury.
And the first guy you mentioned is a cornerback, correct?
Yeah, C.J. Gardner-Johnson is our heart and soul. He's the guy that came out with the masks and everything.
Yeah, so you could tell they were missing him. You could tell they were missing a cornerback yesterday. Something was not right there.
For sure, I agree.
I know Dallas. I know Dallas has speed. Next fantasy, I may take a couple of them.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Inshallah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Nader.
And I love T-Mac, by the way. I really like T-Mac.
Great guy.
My man, Nader.
I don't really like Fahmy. All right, guys.
Join the crew.
Yeah, I mean, welcome to the club.
Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor. Then we're gonna move on to our debate time questions. We I'm proud of us of what we did with the Lions. I didn't want to talk too much about it. Like I said, because I just got done.
No, we
posting
only did
everywhere.
40 minutes. That was pretty good.
There you go. With that said, we're gonna give a shout out to Qahwah House. Yusuf, let's give a shout out to Qahwah House, and then we're gonna keep things rolling. So shout out to Qahwah House, the coffee that the people are drinking right now, and then we are going to keep it rolling.
You know, if you're ever in need of some coffee, then you have to stop by the best place in the country. You know what that is, Yusuf?
Yeah, man, it's got to be the Qahwah House.
It's definitely the Qahwah House. It's the first Yemeni coffee shop of its kind. You can stop by Qahwah House to try their famous Yemeni lattes, Adani shahis, mafawad, and jubani coffees. You can also stop by to try their delicious pastries, such as the Yemeni favorite sabaya, everything mini bites, and they even serve sambusas. They have locations in Michigan, New Jersey, New York, and Illinois, with more locations coming to a state near you. So no matter where you're at in the country, be sure to stop by Qahwah House and get a glimpse of what the Yemeni culture is all about. Also, don't forget to download the new Qahwah House app. You can now order your coffee and go, skipping the line entirely. It's like having your own personal barista.
I'm gonna say it live. All right, so Jose said we played Dallas second round. Let's say we end up 3, they end up 5. The only way that can happen is if the
2 seed?
the 2 seed.
Yeah.
I think Dallas finished at 2.
No. If Philly loses, it's reseeding in the NFL. So if Philly loses the 2 seed to the 7 seed, say Seattle or look at who they lost to, by the way, or Rams, then San Fran would play the worst team, which would be the 6th and 7th seed, and then we play Dallas at home. Yep. So that would, I mean, it's still possible because Dallas is going to beat Tampa, whoever wins the NFC South.
So
and
does
then
Dallas have a chance
Philly,
to win the
man,
NFC
Philly's
East?
overrated, bro. They could lose to Seattle or the Rams.
I'm just saying, can the Dallas win the NFC East?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's
But Philly has to lose the next 2 games. They got soft people.
Bet.
They got soft people.
They're soft. They're
The
birds.
next 2 games.
Yeah. All right. With that said, first debate time question. All right. Now I'm ready. I'm
let's go back
with
to
you
fantasy.
Guys, all right?
Enough of reality.
First and foremost, okay. My first question is okay. I don't know why I asked this question. This is a weird. Oh, that's at the end of the year. Okay. Miami Dolphins. Okay, they're playing great. They're having a great year. Shout out to Miami. My question to you, Tayseer, and to everybody, but I'll let Tayseer start on this one, is where do you see them finishing at the end of the season? Like, how far can you see this Miami Dolphins team going?
For me, I come back to the Tennessee game on Monday night when they lost to Tennessee. Right when they lost that game, I said they're losing the division because of that game. They play, I think it's at Baltimore today.
Yeah, Baltimore, then they play Buffalo for the division right after.
They're down Jalen Waddle. They're down Raheem Mostert. I think Buffalo wins the division. I see Miami going back down to the number 5 seed and most likely playing the AFC South winner in the first round. But that loss was huge to Tennessee.
Wow.
Can't lose that game. They just could not lose that game. They were up 14, was it?
Yep.
14 with 3 minutes to go.
Yep.
And they choked it away.
Listen, if there's one person that's mad about that situation, is definitely Salt, because he was playing against Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins, and he lost because of those last final drives, and it broke his heart. So that's crazy. I was watching it from that perspective, but yeah, they definitely blew that
They
game
knocked
too.
him from the AC to the 9th.
Yeah, that's crazy. That last Derrick Henry,
the last
touchdown?
3 minutes of that game.
It's crazy because Miami, if they beat the ball, they could get the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
But I believe they'll fall to the number 5 seed.
I don't know. I see them winning at home next week, hopefully. I don't want to see Buffalo.
What about today? Are they going to win today?
It's tough without Mostert and Waddle,
guys,
man, against
Mostert
Baltimore.
And Bodymore?
In
I'm not
Baltimore.
going to lie to you, man. When they're healthy, they're dangerous.
And fast.
Because their defense is a lot better than people are
Yeah,
giving
man.
credit
Ramsey
for.
added a whole nother. It's like they got a super free agent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Their defense is good, and they're loaded at wide receiver. Barrios, Claypool, Cedric Wilson.
Now you
They
sound
got
like
a-
a fan.
they got a lot of
Loaded
weapons.
Nobody
at
says Claypool.
wide
They got a lot of
receiver.
weapons.
Yeah.
Nobody
Nobody-
says Claypool.
Not
by
many
the way.
people
Well,
say
that's-
Barrios.
with Waddle out,
Flexing?
those guys gonna need to step up.
Facts.
My man.
No, Hill's
it's
gonna do it.
Tyreek.
Of course,
How
Tiger.
far do you see
That
Miami
offense
going?
is built around it.
Man, I see them winning the first round. The second round is going to be kind of tough because they can end up playing like the Buffalo Bills at Buffalo in the cold. Like, for me, for some reason, when the Dolphins play outside in the winter, besides Tyreek Hill, because he played in Kansas City all them years, they can't keep up with the weather. It feels like they slow down, but speed kills, man. But again, like you said, the defense, you got to think about it. They got Bradley Chubb, they got Jalen Ramsey, they got Xavier Howard, they got playmakers on that field that can take over. So you can see them either, like, I see them advancing more than one round, like either the second round or AFC Championship they lose.
I agree.
Something about Tyreek Hill, sorry guys, could be the first receiver to hit 1,700 yards twice.
Wow.
Could be the first receiver ever.
That's definitely a stat from a Miami Dolphin fan because we did not know
what's
that.
the best thing, though? Calvin's record lives on.
You sure?
That is true.
I hope so.
What if Hill gets 200 today?
Yeet.
But, I mean, all right, so when did he get his first 1,700? Last year?
Last year, yeah.
Okay. Does the 17 games have anything to do with it?
Nope, they don't look at that no more.
I know. It's not.
We
I'm
do.
asking the homer.
Yeah,
The Dolphin,
yeah, of
the
course,
homer.
of course.
Because
Talk to the-
everybody wants to say, oh, he's the first one. Like Moti said yesterday, if you do it in 16 games, I respect it.
Facts.
Yep.
True.
All right. Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
man. But I'm gonna
But he was hurt. He did miss a game. So
That's a great point. You should have
That's a
said
good
that.
excuse.
Hey, then he did it in 16 games.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
100%.
T-Mac, I respect T-Mac a lot because he he keeps it real, and I agree with everything he said about the Miami Dolphins. I don't see them winning the division anymore, and I don't see them advancing far this year. I just think, a Buffalo Bills is on a heater right now. I think Buffalo Bills is a better team. And especially today, Baltimore's gonna blow them out.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, Tua to me is a system quarterback, by the way.
All right, that's my next question. So we're going to dive into it. My next debate time question is Tua an elite quarterback? Moti.
Absolutely not. He's a system quarterback. This is something maybe T-Mac and I are going to disagree on, but Dak Prescott yesterday showed me that he's not deserving of this extension for the Cowboys, but they're probably going to pay him because he's their best option, to be honest with you. Guys like that, we talked about what Cam Newton said about, Purdy and, these guys, and, Tua falls into that category. I think McDaniels is a big part of Tua's success. It's like their plays here. It's like he throws it to a spot instead of him making a play. That's why I judge elite quarterbacks is when a play breaks down or the play is not there. Your first option not there. Your second option not there. What do you do after that? You know what I'm saying? Go through your reads.
This guy.
Hey, listen, that to me is elite.
So by that definition alone, you're saying Justin Fields is elite.
Justin Fields, he lacks accuracy.
Right. But you're saying by that definition that you're talking about, that you're saying Justin Fields is elite.
I mean, he's a weapon. He's a weapon. But again, like I said, the complete package. Justin Fields is not the complete package, but he's definitely a threat and he's definitely a weapon.
How many elite quarterbacks are there in this league?
That's a good question, Tony. I probably got 3 to 5.
Okay, but there's 25 other teams that need quarterbacks, so somebody got to pay him.
I mean, again, you could have a quarterback that run your system good, but it doesn't make him elite.
Off the top of your head, can you name him off or no?
I mean, he's putting a lot of pressure on me
All right,
right now.
You're asking a lot of questions. You're asking a lot of questions, man.
Tony, do you think Tua's an elite quarterback?
I don't think he's an elite quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback that, hey, in the right system, in the right situation, he's gonna be. He's good enough to win. I like the Miami Dolphins' chances this year because, to me, bro, they added a super free agent in middle of the season. They have a good defense. If you look, they probably rank top 5 since Jalen Ramsey came back. And outside of injuries, I could see them making it to the AFC Championship game and to the Super Bowl.
Lamar, Mahomes, Hurts, Herbert.
This guy.
Damn, what
And
kind
Josh Allen?
This is Nader.
Josh Allen, 100%.
Get out of here.
I don't agree with that.
100%.
I don't put Mahomes in there no more.
What? Stop,
you're crazy.
Jose.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
You don't put Mahomes in
At
there?
home against the Raiders, getting battered. Is that
Oh
elite?
my God, bro. He lost it in 7 seconds. Relax.
Hey,
It was
He lost
7
it.
seconds, bro.
He lost it.
hey, I
It was
said
two-
Mahomes
7
makes
seconds.
it happen.
No,
with little.
that's the
Not no more.
With little.
Hey,
Not no more.
Moti,
They
Moti,
got
you
no
gotta
receivers, and Kelsey's been
Let me tell you
playing
something.
horrible.
But listen,
lately,
listen,
man.
that's the difference.
That's a Raider fan, guys.
Listen, but
Take
listen,
that- keep
listen.
that-
That's the difference between elite and not elite. You make your receivers. Brady made receivers. Peyton made receivers.
Jose, I can't.
Mahomes needs receivers. There's a difference, my guy.
No.
bro.
Listen, Mahomes.
Stop.
Mahomes got receivers right now that would be 5s and 6s on.
Okay.
100%, bro.
Okay, but like I was saying, you guys take away Stephon Diggs from Josh Allen. Is he
You
elite?
are. When they play
I still-
Miami,
hey,
Jalen Ramsey
hey,
gonna be
Hassan,
on
Oh my
that.
God, you guys are not answering my
100%.
question. I'm not
Hassan,
saying the
Hassan.
defense
Bro,
shifts.
I
Take-
still think he's elite. I swear.
Josh Allen
is
leads the
elite
league
without
in
Diggs.
interceptions.
Look at
How do
Josh
you
Allen's
guys-
numbers before he got Stephon Diggs.
Bro, Josh Allen
was a
leads the
nobody.
league in interceptions, bro. You
Yeah,
can't
but
tell
he's
me
not elite.
He's not.
Hey, okay, so
Like he is elite from
do you
that.
have somebody outside the 5 I just named that you think is elite?
Burrow.
I think Burrow's elite too.
Aiden O'Connell. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough, man. Like an elite right now is I would say like Lamar
did.
Jackson
I
is
said
Yeah,
Lamar.
elite.
he said Lamar first.
Lamar Jackson is elite.
I
right
like
now.
his list, and I'll add Burrow, and that's it. I think those are the 6 elite quarterbacks in the NFL right
Hey,
now.
Burrow gotta show me more, man.
He went back-to-back AFC championships.
No, but he got hurt for 2 years too. He's not durable.
I mean, next year's a big year.
Straight
But
up.
I still think he's elite.
Straight
Tayseer,
up,
do you think
dog.
Tua Tagovailoa is elite quarterback?
If you look at all the quarterbacks in the NFL that are starting right now, there's a lot of bad quarterback play.
Exactly.
So, like Tua, I think I would put him top 7, top 8.
Okay.
He's a good quarter. I had a big argument
Top
last
7,
year.
top 8.
Lahza. I had a big argument last year with Dave and Maher and
The
AB.
first time it's ever been used on the show.
I know.
What?
Lahza.
He makes good throws. He puts in the window, balls in the window.
Yes.
He's very accurate. He's
Pause.
very accurate. Some throws I watch, I'm like, wow, only 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the NFL can do that. But to me, this year, he's playing scared, man. You could tell that he's playing scared of being hit. The concussions.
Yeah.
One hit, and he's done.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
But
he's
I would
not
put
having
him
a bad
top
year,
7.
though.
I would
think
put him top 7.
Bro,
I would put him top 7.
Top
In the
7.
NFL this year,
All right,
yeah.
hold on. He named the top 5, like
Including
his
Burrow?
5. So do you agree with his 5?
I like his 5. Who? Josh Allen,
Lamar,
Lamar,
Patrick
Mahomes,
he said Herbert and Hurts.
Burrow,
And
Herbert. That's
Okay.
6.
After those guys, who would you put?
So you're putting Tua there.
I would put 2 up there.
I mean, that's a good. I mean, that's
All right, I
You
got a better
think the
question.
Dolphins would be better with Dak Prescott?
No,
You do not.
no. That
about Jared
Prescott is
Goff?
a robot.
Is a robot?
He's a robot.
Okay. You're not a big Cowboys fan.
No,
We all know
he
anybody
plays
else
like a
who-
robot.
Nobody
man.
is.
Team I hate
Nobody
now in
is
the
right now,
NFL is the
Femi.
Dallas Cowboys.
Nobody
Is
likes
there
the
anybody
Cowboys.
else? Is there anybody else we could put in for
Brock Purdy?
to knock him out of his top 7?
No, it's a good argument. I mean,
Matthew Stafford.
Oh,
Matthews. I would.
I'm
I
giving
would
it
put
edge.
Matthew Stafford.
So now he's at 8.
on top of.
He's
Tua.
at 8.
Now he's
Yeah,
at
yeah,
8.
now we
Well,
got him at
listen,
eight.
listen, Josh Allen is a turnover machine. He can't throw.
Okay, but
the
you're
guy
not
can't
taking,
throw.
You're not taking Josh. You're not taking 2 over
I'm
Josh
not.
Allen.
No.
So stop arguing that.
Okay,
Okay.
how about honest question? Listen, I love Justin Herbert. I really do. But, you know, 1, his record, and 2, what has he done for
Nothing.
the team? You know what I
Nothing.
mean? Like, so that's why it's tough. It's tough. But I do think he has all the tangibles to be an elite quarterback. And I think I put him in that
Okay, how about I got
category.
another quarterback?
Justin
I got
Herbert?
But, yeah.
this one guy is similar to Tua though. I put this guy next Trevor Lawrence.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Trevor Lawrence took a step back this year.
Big time.
It doesn't
did.
matter.
Right,
He's taking him over Tua.
No.
We got him at 9, boys. Come on,
We gonna
let's do
keep
this.
knocking him down.
Come on.
All right. Last one. Last debate because believe it or
Hey,
not, we're 20 minutes
CJ
in.
Stroud.
Whoa.
It's too early. It's too early.
Yeah.
Yo, let us stop. Yo, T-Mac.
T-Mac about to
I'm
be,
gonna stop.
He's gonna be mad at Tua.
You ain't lying, dog. Hey, hey. We
Trade
can't-
Tua.
Tua's a bum. Just realized.
All right, here we go. 3rd and short. Draw plays. Passed me off. Kitty was saying that happened with Bradbury in the Super Bowl. He probably
all
love
right,
you,
man.
Fehmi. I was just happy they're in game. Same old lines would have lost by 30. Kidding that, but we will not lose. Okay, hey guys, Pistons won. Sorry, I got nothing. I'm depressed. I love a good lahza during the debates. Yeah. Hey, I saw saw, you know how they do those memes of like, the Lions winning division. What did it cost? Thanos, and then they said a lot. The Pistons was 28 straight. Now they reversed
the Pistons.
They said Pistons won. What did it cost? A Lions.
I see. How about I tell you? I seen.
Hell yeah.
It said a 92-yard touchdown.
So let me ask you this.
simultaneously.
Hey, would you rather have the Pistons end that losing streak or the Lions winning that game?
I would rather get 5 free wings today from Wingstop.
No, I'd rather have the Lions winning that game because Pistons can win another game. It doesn't really make a difference for us. All right, last one for debate time, and then we're gonna move on to breaking down these games. We're gonna try to fly through the games because we're moving a little.
Hey, by the way, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
By the way, Salt in our group, he's always talking about Philly this, Philly that.
He hasn't said one thing about.
He does not fail to mention that the Pistons tied
Yeah.
the worst record with the Philadelphia 76ers.
That's so funny to me. When I
That's
see
He
that-
never mentioned that.
Never did. That's funny as heck about that. We shared the same worst losing streak. That's hilarious. Last one. Who has had a better season this year, the Miami Dolphins or the Detroit Lions?
That's easy.
Jose,
Lions.
they're 11-4. We're 11-5. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We're the Lions. They're the Dolphins. I would throw that out there.
Hey, be careful.
You got to understand one thing. It's not
They
like
won a
the
Super Bowl.
Dolphins have this great history in the last 20 years.
The only perfect season in NFL history.
I said 20 years.
We haven't won a playoff game in 20 years.
That's what I'm saying.
2002, the last time they
That's
won a
what I'm
playoff
saying.
game.
Well, let me tell you
man,
something, man.
Do you know who the quarterback was for Miami when the last time they won a
Was
playoff
it
game?
Scott Mitchell?
No.
Chad Pennington?
No.
That's a
No?
great one. Chad Pennington.
Jay Fiedler,
Wow.
2002, Dartmouth University.
Wow.
That was our quarterback.
That's crazy.
How different is that team to the team that is right now? Hey,
Oh, it was completely different.
I watched a
back then.
clip. Let me make you guys laugh. Mike McDaniel, Dan Marino.
Oh, I seen that.
Oh, yeah. He
I
said,
seen
we're
that.
coming for your record, Dan.
They picked up Mike McDaniel. He's standing behind Dan Marino. Imagine that, like he's waving. The crowd is cheering him on. I think he just he's just wearing his jacket, the gold jacket. So he's waving. You hear Mike McDaniel in the back. We're coming for all your records, Dan. We're gonna break all your records.
Threw a couple
hilarious.
F-bombs. He threw a couple
Hey,
F-bombs.
what do you guys think
That's
about Dan
hilarious.
Marino? 5,000 yards and 48 touchdowns in 1984, 40 years ago. Quarterbacks are barely doing that now.
If I was alive, I would have
Barely.
admired it.
Oh, I think he's one of the greatest.
But he was in
quarterbacks.
college like, man, this guy can play.
Hey,
Yeah.
I swear he
Tony
is.
actually caught a couple passes from him.
He is the Charles Barkley of the NFL.
Stop. That's disrespectful to Dan Marino.
No,
bro.
it's not, bro.
Yes, it is.
I would at least say Karl Malone.
Okay, that's more disrespectful to Dan Marino.
Hey, Tone.
No, hey, Dan Marino is the greatest quarterback of all time,
That's
in
what
my
I'm saying.
opinion.
All
Oh, well,
time.
well.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Hold on.
5,000,
We'll
40
get back to that. We'll get back to that. What?
But he is top five. Is he top five?
Hold on, Monty.
Going based off his Dartmouth University comment, do you think it's a good matchup versus me and T-Mac in the college game?
No.
Okay.
Only because it's Miami Dolphins.
Oh.
You could ask him about probably any other guy.
know?
I don't think he'd know.
He's basically saying, like, if I told you a player, would you know their college?
What college?
against
Yeah, that's
both
what we
teams?
do.
I used to be very good at it. I think I could be.
Hey,
I
Joe
could be pretty-
Flacco.
Joe Flacco went to Delaware.
Nice.
Okay, I got you another one. Alec Ingold.
Ooh.
I was messing around. I was messing around.
Hey, bro,
I have no Alec
give me a
Ingold.
player
I'm
that,
trying to get somebody.
Well, a good one?
yeah, he's pretty
All
well
right,
known.
CD Lamb.
CD
That's a good one.
Lamb.
That's a good one.
Ooh, CD Lamb is a good one. Oh, hold on. I think he was Big 12.
Oh, you had to get it sooner.
Shit. Oklahoma.
Hey, look at right there.
Hey, quickly. You already answered. Who has a better year, Lions or Dolphins?
Lions.
All
Just-
right.
Real quick, just because I said Lions,
that's
because of the
hilarious.
turnaround they did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I mean,
like the.
Miami was 9-8. They made the playoffs. We were 9-8. I'm
That's
just throwing
true.
it out
That's
there.
true. That's true.
I was
It's like you got to understand. Didn't we both get our coaches at the same time? I
Yeah.
want to say.
Yeah.
Like
That's why I'm. The question was thought about because I was like, we're in a very similar slope.
So
in
who
life.
did the better turnaround, Mike McDaniel or Dan Campbell? Well, we can't even say it.
It's
that.
Dan Campbell.
I think it's Dan Campbell just because.
But you got to think about the weapons that
you
my
know
man brought to the
not only
Miami.
that, Brian Flores. It was a dumpster fire at the end of that. Brian
Yeah, but he had a
Flores
lot of draft.
era.
Yeah, and they also had a lot of draft capital. They acquired Bradley Chubb. They acquired Jalen
Yeah,
Ramsey,
we
Tyreek
robbed-
Hill.
We robbed the Niners.
Mostert.
We
Yeah.
robbed the Niners
Jeff-
for the Trey Lance trade. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Because they got Bradley
oh
Chubb.
my God.
They got Tyreek Hill. They drafted Jaden Waddle, all from that Trey Lance trade.
That's crazy.
Just like we got rid of Staffy.
Moti, Lions or Dolphins? Who's having a better year this year?
Absolutely the Lions. First of all, Lions win the division. Second of all,
Cue the GMAC cash, please. I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah, for sure, we the Lions. Second of all, I think expectations were different. You know, Miami with the big money players that they brought in. You know, they were expected.
It's a big market.
You know, what I'm saying to be good. For sure the Lions.
Well, Tony, Lions or Dolphins?
Definitely the Lions. I think the way the Dolphins started out, it's been disappointing. I mean, I think they, some people picked them to win a division. They might not even do that, and we ended up winning. Locking up the division last week. So
Kings of the North.
Dolphins were picked third to finish in the division.
Oh,
It was Buffalo, Jets, remember, with Aaron Rodgers?
yeah,
And Aaron
yeah,
Rodgers
yeah,
was
yeah.
supposed to-
Yeah, MetLife meltdown.
Shout out to my cousin Aisha. She's from Dallas. Believe it or not, they were at the game. She said her husband Salah wants to come on the podcast to talk Cowboys. So I don't know about
Too
all
soon.
that.
Too
yeah,
soon.
it is too soon.
Well,
You
hopefully
know,
next week.
I'm not even.
He's more than welcome. I think if we play them again,
Yes, you know what? If we play Dallas again, that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to make that happen. 'Cause
or
right
if they
now,
make it to the NFC Championship game.
I'm not ready to share my overall thoughts on how I feel about the
Yeah, it's
Cowboys
too
right
soon,
now
man.
to Cowboys fans. You know what I'm saying?
Even in the 9-minute video.
Because I'm going to drop a couple
I mean, that
F-bombs.
was the overall thoughts on the play.
Oh, okay.
Because what I think about the Cowboys is a whole different situation.
I think I'm going to broke down the play step by step.
Yeah.
9 minutes.
Jerry Jones almost died 3 times.
Yeah, he
No,
said if it
Jerry
was
Jones
14,
did
for
die
sure
3
would have died.
times.
He would have died
Huh?
before.
He did die 3 times.
You know what I do like though? I'm not gonna lie, the
They
Lions
brought
are
him
getting
back
a
to
lot of
life.
respect around the NFL,
Yes.
and I'm not gonna lie, from the analysts to the
Listen,
coaches to the
we've been here
GMs, to
before.
the owners,
It's
to
okay.
the players. It feels good to feel like we getting that respect. I'm talking about like the respect of like a team that hey, we got to plan for this team right here. Like,
Yeah.
we got to watch out for them.
honestly, Umar, it's cool to have respect and stuff, but what's respect if we don't get respect from the officials?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that's gonna ever happen, man.
Guys that are really respected.
You never know. Because
They
now
get
they
calls.
realized, we can't mess up on America's team.
Which one?
Detroit. What are
There's
you
only
talking
one
about?
America's team, and they helped them out yesterday.
Now, y'all talking about the teams of the 90s. That was back then when Fehmi was 33. Now, the team of America is the Detroit Lions. It's over, bro. They're not. We just got our officiating crew kicked out the playoffs.
We did.
Respect the
We
boys.
did.
No,
We got him kicked
they
out.
had to do that, Brad.
Cue the GMAC cash.
All right, with that said, YouTube, we're going to run a quick ad and we're going to break down the games. We're going to go ahead and give a shout out now to Juice Box. Shout out to Hakeem. We was at the game. We was in the den yesterday watching the game. So shout
Your
out
brother
to
Ali,
Hakeem.
I think, went to the game too, right?
No, I think they were arriving back. They were flying back, and alhamdulillah, salam, I think they're back now. But they were on the airplane. But
Yeah.
I don't think he watched the end of that game. Shout out to Juice Box.
All right, Yusuf, I want you to envision this with me, okay? Imagine you just had a long day at work, and all you want is a nice, cool, refreshing drink to top it all off. Do you know where you stop by at, Yusuf?
It's got to be Juice Box.
It's definitely Juice Box. If you're looking for a place with the best smoothies, milkshakes, ice cream, cereal bars, and slushies, then Juice Box is your one-stop shop. You can try things like their Biscoff or Nutella shakes, crepes, watermelon blast, strawberry burst, or mango smoothies. And if you're looking for a place to hang out, they have a comfortable outdoor patio/courtyard area that you and your friends can enjoy while trying those delicious drinks. So be sure to stop by Juice Box. They have a Hamtramck location right there on Joseph Campo, with more locations coming soon. You'll be sure to leave there with a big smile on your face. You'll also be able to order your drinks from the new Juice Box app, which will also be coming soon. It will be downloadable on all of your smartphone devices.
No, yeah. All right,
Hey,
we're
what
officially
about
back.
Dan Elway? Or John Elway? John Elway.
John Elway went to Stanford.
Okay.
It's a good one.
All right. With that said, we're about to fly through the games. You guys got any questions? Let us know. So we got there should be at least one non-Lion fan. I think this is Salah talking right here. And then we said
Right here.
no, he's a Lion fan. T-Mac itching for a square. Let him spark one up.
I swear to God, I thought about pulling a Sammy Farhan, just having one in my mouth the whole time while talking.
That's Leonard Washington.
2 sack, 2 Mac. Abe Saad saying that. Murray, we got Jay Boak. Okay, we got a question. So shout out to Jay Boak. He said Murray, Love, Tua. Pick 2 for today's games. I guess it's a 2 quarterback system. Kyle Murray, Jordan Love, or Tua Tagovailoa. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am not starting Tua. Call me crazy, bro.
No,
Without
you're
Jalen
not
Waddle,
crazy. You're not crazy.
playing against Baltimore in Baltimore. You know they can. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Pressure.
You know, just a lot going on.
Yeah.
Under
I'm,
pressure.
I'm starting Murray and Love. Believe it or not. What are y'all thoughts? Y'all disagree with
Who's
me?
Arizona? Who?
Kyle Murray's
Kyler
playing
Murray's
Philly.
playing
which,
Philly.
by the way,
At Philly.
By the way, though, Philly #1 against like I'm talking about the green light #1
Oh, okay.
against quarterbacks. They've been doing. I don't know what it is. They've just been doing a very bad job.
They
against
Got
suck.
a bad secondary. Their linebackers are old and slow.
Kyle Murray can move around, you know,
Yep.
obviously. I mean, I know he was questionable, so I'm assuming he knows that he's active, by the way. So I'm going Murray and Love. Tayseer.
Yeah, I like Murray and Love. Yep.
Jose.
I'm sorry, I'm still sticking with Tua, and I would go with Love because I don't like Kyle Murray on the road.
Wait, Jordan Love is playing at home?
Minnesota.
Yeah, at home.
No, he's at
Sunday night.
Minnesota.
Is it at Minnesota?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
And
It's even better.
I'll take Tua too. I'll take Tua.
Prime.
So
Over
Tua-
Love?
Over Jordan Love, yeah.
So you got
Wow.
Tua and Murray.
Tua and Murray. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Murray and Love.
Murray and Love also.
Murray and Love, all right? So hopefully.
That's because Kyle Hamilton's out. Big safety for the Ravens.
Hey, crazy,
Humphrey-
crazy
no.
fantasy fact, guys.
Yeah.
Jordan Love outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Keep going.
Yeah. That's next week, by the way. We're going to be breaking down all the games. I mean, all the final stats and say who's the studs and does. I've already got the topics and ready for that for next week, inshallah.
Coming to you live.
Very interesting stats this year. Like, very weird
Hussein is the
situation.
guy. Jose is the guy that still thinks the Raiders are gonna win the division.
I mean, leave him alone,
What
man.
the hell?
Leave him alone.
Listen, the Raiders
man.
got a
Can
great
they
chance.
believe?
They got a great chance
This
to win
This
the
guy
league.
said they got a great chance to win the division. They got to win out, and Casey got to lose
Yeah,
out.
but
What's the problem?
Casey plays the Bengals, and then which is not an easy game, obviously. They always play each other tough.
So what's the
and
problem?
Then they got the. Why is it? Oh, because it's in January. Hold on, I gotta move the month. And then who else they got?
The Chiefs are playing next week. Oh, it's a great.
No,
No.
they don't.
No, they're
Anyways,
playing the Chargers.
okay. Well, I think they're gonna win that game. All right. With that said, let's fly through these games. Starts and sits. Tayseer, quickly just mention who would you start for these games. Let's start off with the game of the week: Dolphins Ravens. I'm gonna let you take the Dolphins. Tayseer, who would you start in
Sweet.
fantasy?
From the Dolphins,
Yeah.
Moster's out, Waddle's out. Let's go with
Jay Fiedler's out.
Who you got? Hill and A-Chain?
Tyreek Hill's a start.
He's a must start, of course. He's the best.
The Ravens played the Niners last week. I'd start A-Chain. Yeah, I'd start A-Chain. Tyreek Hill. How many do I
It
get?
doesn't matter. You can
I mean, it's
who
like-
would you
who would
start?
you
Not
highlight?
like
Yeah.
for
Both
people.
games?
Yeah,
it's
no,
it's
just the Dolphins.
Just the Dolphins.
Just the Dolphins.
Yeah, who
I
you
mean,
start?
they're stacked at receiver. You got Berrios. You got
Yeah, Berrios.
who else?
Chase Claypool.
Claypool.
and
Cedric Wilson.
Robbie Chosen.
Cedric Wilson. Robbie Chosen. Oh, that was one of my favorite guys before he changed his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tyreek Hill, A-Chain. I'd start both of those for sure.
For sure. That's it.
And then I would probably start Berrios.
What about Tua?
Tua, yeah. Tua.
Okay.
Yeah.
Top
Tua.
seven.
There's a lot
Baltimore.
of bad quarterbacks.
Baltimore. Fire up the best, hottest quarterback in the league. Lamar Jackson. Likely is solid. Zay Flowers is on a pitch count today. You guys know he was a game time decision, so he's going to be on a pinch count. So, I don't like their running backs. I mean, it's just been a carousel. I loved Mitchell coming in, but
Yeah, so this is why you boom Philly both of them like I did.
ooh,
Yeah, just in case. Because one of them was going to score. One of them was going
A.B.
to
Abraham.
Hey, Isaiah likely taken?
Buddy,
Yeah, no, not
For
enough.
both?
what do you
AB.
mean?
yo,
I'll take
We thought
Zeke.
you were going to be here
I
today,
got
AB.
a special. You know what? I ran into some car problems, guys. I apologize, but I had to make
It's
a
a
phone
Ford.
call with somebody special on three-way.
Yes, sir. Who's that?
Who is this? Is this Omar or Fahmi Tony?
It says Omar T, but Fahmi Tony is also listening, as well as Jose T Mac and Moti.
I know that voice anywhere.
I don't yet.
I have a question.
You don't know him?
Not yet.
Really?
Yeah, it's easy.
Go ahead. Who's the question?
Do I start Tyreek Hill today?
You start Debo Samuel.
Is that who it is?
Start Debo
Do
Samuel.
I start Tyreek Hill?
Hey, don't turn on me. Don't turn on me, the one.
I heard you finish.
No, I thought about it a lot. Next year at the league barbecue, we eat first, then Moti, then first last. So we get to eat first. 11 and 12, eat last.
Hey, if you're not first, you're last, Deb Wine, at the end of the day, man. That's how it works.
Hey, you didn't even make it out of the island. You didn't make it out of the island, bro. Where's Moti? Why is he quiet?
Because I respect your time and I want you to talk.
Oh, thank you very much.
I was in the chat. I was in the chat. I'm facing Deb One in the championship.
Yeah, me and AJ playing our league in the championship.
Wait. Deb White and you are in the championship, AV?
Me and Deb
Yes,
One are in
sir.
the championship. Second time around. The first time he cheated and got outside help and got someone to tell him last second to change his tight end. It was like 3 years ago. But now I started 0-4. I was 1-5. And I made it to the championship without Borough, without Chase. And CD Dime just dropped the 43 spot on Dub One.
Nice. Congratulations.
Dub One told me
Listen,
Thank you. Dub One told me that Tony was in 12th seed and Moti was 11.
Damn.
Yeah, you know, Deb Wine's a funny guy, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I wish Deb Wine did win in one league because I really wanted him to join the Fantasy Guys League next year, AB.
So you're rooting against AB?
Well, I mean, he's up by 43 with CeeDee Lamb already, so good luck with that.
Hey, it's fantasy, bro.
It is fantasy. But Deb Wine,
Hey, man, I got CFC.
There it is.
Tomorrow in that league, buddy.
Okay.
That's a nice
Well,
one.
good luck with that.
What's 43 points?
It's a lot, I can tell you
Deb
that.
One-
And I lost Hawkinson.
Deb One had me change my team name to Barkley for Kelsey because he was trying to get Nader to trade him Barkley for Kelsey.
Kelsey sucks.
Yeah, I
Ever
mean,
since he did Taylor Swift, Patty.
definitely not having a good year.
Wallah, you disappointed me.
I love Dub One. Hey, we got to get back to these games and do a rundown.
sorry, Omar.
What game?
I
Give
had
me
to
advice,
follow
Patty.
with
Should
that
I
one.
start
I
Michael Pittman
apologize.
today?
I think
Hey,
you
I
should
lost
start.
Hawkinson.
I think you should
Who
start
should I
Debo
start at tight end?
Samuel.
Hold on. Let's hear what he said.
I don't get why this guy didn't start Debo
It's
Samuel,
okay.
bro.
Who's your question, Deb Wine? Because we do want to quickly.
Buddy, the guys in Mecca making dua. You know I'm going to mess up with my roster.
This is
He
true.
waited till the week I played him to go to Mecca and kill me.
That was a smart move by
He's going to
BG.
be BG. Now he's in Yemen. He's in Yemen right now.
It would have been the perfect time. He's getting all this ithm.
All right, Deb Wine, what's
he's
your
got a
question, though,
lot of
Deb
SMS,
Wine?
man.
What's your question, Deb Wine?
Who should I start at tight end today? I don't have Hawkinson. He's out for the year. Is Gerald Everett a good start?
He's one of my boom Phillies, yes.
Gerald Everett it is. That was my question.
I mean, I would say it's between Everett or Chigi Okonkwo, by the way. Those are my two tight ends I'll be looking
Say
out
it
for.
3 times.
Chigi Okonkwo.
I don't even know. I don't know Everett guy. I'm gonna go ahead with Everett.
Up right now to the point.
Chigi from Tennessee. But all right, AB, I appreciate the phone call. Deb Wine, thank you, man.
Thank you. All
Take it easy, guys.
Love you, Fabi. Love you, Moti.
Love you too, brother.
Bye.
Hey, T-Mac, Golden Tate. Yeah, hey, T-Mac.
That's an easy one.
Hey, I mean, he said old school. I gave him a former Lion.
Wow.
Femi.
You know,
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's okay.
Listen, pick whoever you want from Dearborn. I'll challenge him.
Hey, it's gonna be tough.
It don't have to be you.
He's an elite.
Listen, you don't have to fight him.
He's an elite.
It's
He's an
all
elite.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moti does this for a living. Listen, guys, at the end of the day, it's 12:43. I just want to quickly
Think about the catch against
look
the-
over
By
some
the way,
big
did you
games.
guys see what
Notre Dame.
Ireland did?
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
Hey, quickly, we're not going to break down the games anymore. We're going to get our Boom Phillies ready. Before I do that, though, who do y'all got winning this Ravens and Dolphins game, the big game this week? Just quickly.
I want to say the Ravens because they got home field advantage right now because they're at home. And they're riding the hot hand. They just beat the Niners. They're confident as heck. So
7 games against teams over above 500 where they've smacked them Baltimore.
crazy,
That's
bro.
crazy stat. I mean,
At home, too.
They're looking like the best team in the NFL right now. Tayseer,
T-Mac.
do you give Miami any chance of winning today's game?
Always.
I do give Miami a chance just because the spread is still at 3.
Really?
Oh,
Spread is
whoa.
still at 3.5. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
What-
man, they
if
know
you
something
think Waddle
about-
is
yeah,
out,
they know something. about
Waddle
it.
is out, Mostert is out, and the
Yeah.
spread is still at
That's
3.
crazy.
That's very
That's
odd.
crazy.
Yeah, and the line spread was at 5.5 against the Cowboys. Tony, you give Miami any chance today?
Yeah, I give him a chance. I mean, it's the NFL. I give him a 30% chance.
Moti?
Yeah, of course, I'll give him a chance, but it's probably like around 10%.
All right, with that said, Yusuf, get the Balkan House ad going. Get your Boom Phillies ready, fellas. We're about to fly through them, and we are all set for today. So get your Boom Phillies ready.
They're ready.
You know what, Yusuf, man? I'm in the mood for some Balkan food.
Yeah, man, me too.
Well, you know, there's no better place to go for Balkan than the Balkan House restaurant. The Balkan House restaurant is famous for their doner kebab sandwiches. But did you know that the Balkan House now serves breakfast? Did you also know that all their food is 100% halal? There are currently 2 Balkan House locations, one in Hamtramck and one in Ferndale. But they now also have 2 food trucks, so you can book your next party or event with the Balkan House on wheels. If you're looking for a nice place to eat with friendly service and great prices, look no further than the Balkan House restaurant.
All right, here we go. We're back. We're ready to get this rolling. Boom Phillies. I'm trying to look and see if there was anyone else's Boom Phillies. I think AB sent his, right? AB sent his yesterday. AB's Admiral. So this is what he got. AB so far has been on a hot roll, by the way.
Yeah, he hit.
Browns defense, he didn't hit, but he had Elijah Moore and Brees Hall hit. He added Greg Dortch, Brandon Johnson, which I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know where is he at. Brandon Johnson, guys? Anybody? Wicks, Dontavian Wicks, and then Jawan Johnson and CeeDee Lamb. So far, AB has 3 out of the 4 that he's been hitting. That's why he's a little, I have to make sure whatever call. My Boom Phillies, I got Njoku, Lockett, Brian Robinson, DeMarcus Robinson, Gus Edwards, Justice Hill, Darren Waller, Darius Slayton, Gerald Everett, Kyrie Santos, Dontavian Wicks as well, and Brandon Cooks. I'm 2 for 2 so far. Shout out to Cooks and David Njoku. Jose, what's your Boom Phillies?
I got my boy Likely, Achan, Zamir White. I like the Green Bay defense tonight against that third-string quarterback Hall. Gabe Davis, KJ Osborne, DeMarcus Robinson, and Kraft from the Packers.
Tucker Kraft. He has Tucker Kraft. Let me see Tucker Kraft. He has 34. All right,
I'm sorry. And Kyron Williams was my last entry.
Kyron Williams. There you go. All right. Tayseer, who you got?
Excuse me.
I got to write these down, by the way.
All right, I got Trey McBride. You guys need numbers to back it up?
No, we got it right here.
We got the
We're
numbers.
good. Yep.
Okay, Trey McBride. I got DeAndre Swift. I got Chris Godwin. I got the Bears defense.
Shout out.
And I'll throw in Alvin Kamara.
I thought you said you had 6. Was that 6?
I got Kamara,
1,
Trey
2, 3,
McBride,
4, 5.
DeAndre Swift, Chris Godwin, Bears defense. That's 5.
5. All right, keeping it simple. Shout out to Tayseer. All right, guess got 5 Boom Phillies. Tony, what you got for me?
I got Isaiah Likely, Darren Waller, Gus Edwards, Devontae Smith, and T. Higgins.
All right, and Moti.
Hey, by the way, I have been on a roll 95% in the last 3 weeks.
95% incorrect. The Moti, play dudes primetime, Moti. What are they?
Yeah, I got Jamison Williams, Gallup, Dobbs, and Osborne.
There you go. As Moti play dudes prime time. We are running down to the last week of the Boom Phillies, by the way. Just want to quickly maybe just mention the quick scores just so people could kind of know where we're at going into the last week. I got myself 31.1% in first. Second place is the guest, 29.1%. Third place it is Jose at 25%. Fourth place is Moti at 23.6%. Fifth place is AB at 22.2%. Sixth place is Ratonia at 21%. And seventh and last place is Tony at 20.9%.
I hate Tony.
You know what? And
If you flip that list upside down, Fahmi's number 1.
There you go.
Yes.
There you
Depends
go.
how you look at it.
All right. First of all, shout out to these guys. It was a great show today. It was fun. A lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. Tayseer, any final words? What are you looking forward to, by the way, this week the most? And any final comments?
Looking forward to seeing who wins these divisions. Only 2 division winners so far, Niners and Lions.
And a lot of people playing for the playoffs. That's crazy.
Yeah, and
crazy year.
Home games up for grabs for the playoffs, so should be interesting.
Jose?
And Tony's a bully, by the way.
Whoa. Yeah, he is. I had to know that. Jose against Moti, championship for the fantasy guys. We
That's
didn't
crazy.
get a chance to really mention that. It's a battle, it's a showdown. I'm assuming this is what you guys are looking forward to today.
Yeah, I'm just happy that we kept the championship within the panel.
Yes.
You know?
Because we would have to add one more, we would have subtract. Now we get to get it 6 new people,
Yep,
which is
I'm,
good.
I'm just proud to represent, the squad for the championship straight up.
Facts, Moti.
Yeah, I got one last question, fantasy question. Which defense would you start? You got Houston versus Tennessee at home, Chicago at home versus Atlanta, or Los Angeles Rams away at the Giants?
I'm going Chicago.
I like Chicago ever since they got Montez Sweat.
Because
double digits.
I like
double
Houston.
digits.
I like Houston at home.
Houston too. Houston
I
solid.
do too.
Or the Rams on the road?
No, I like Houston at home too.
Tony.
yeah,
Because they're playing.
I'm
I think
telling
they're.
you, I probably would have went Houston, which is not good for you.
All right, listen, not talking about that stuff.
So I had to go Chicago.
Not that stuff.
Chicago's at home.
I'm talking about what are you looking forward to, Tony?
I'm looking forward to Monday,
Why? There's no games Monday.
the college football
I'm sorry.
semifinal.
You're right.
I'm
so
looking
sorry.
forward to the Michigan game. I think Alabama's primed to get plucked, and go blue.
I haven't heard anybody use the word plucked in a long time.
I couldn't say the other one.
Oh. Sucked.
Go blue.
Go
Go
blue.
blue. All right, we hope that you enjoyed the show. Shout out to T-Mac, Tayseer. He was in the building. We appreciate him for coming on. Very knowledgeable, man. You can tell he's smooth with it too, mashallah.
100%.
T-Mac,
I can't wait to tell my brother Muhammad.
I'm
your
coming for you, Mo. I'm coming
not
for
with
you.
the college-
Hey, when I say old
colleges.
school, I mean old school, like 90s.
Oh.
90s, early
no,
2000s.
Hey, he wasn't born yet.
Hey, we're gonna
Oh,
set
wow.
something up.
T-Mac versus
No,
Monty.
can't be
showdown.
90s. Can't be 90s.
2000s is fine too.
Yeah.
Okay, early 2000s,
Exactly,
yeah.
early
But
2000s.
I
like,
think,
between 2002, 2007, I'm a
So,
little lost. I used to go to
we need
Yemen a
some
lot.
rules.
So,
We need some rules.
yeah.
They had
I
to be
was a bigger
starter.
fan in the 90s of football than I am now. I swear, man.
I
Football
got
was good back
somebody. I
then.
got somebody for the 90s.
All right, there we go. We
For
hope
you.
you tuned in.
Okay.
Yeah, that challenge you.
Oh, Tony got somebody for the 80s and the 70s.
Yes, that too.
We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see